Hello, this is Dr. P. Mark Taylor, and I am charged with guiding you through the capstone experience for the Ed Specialist degree. And it's a project, it's not a course. There are instructions. I'm not going to teach a bunch of lessons. You can go to lesson 1, and I'll show you here in just a second. Actually, let me share my screen with you. Okay, so in the online course area for the capstone project, you'll notice it doesn't have a course number because it's not a course, it's an assessment. There's a description over there, but what you really need to know is in the lessons tab, you will find the capstone project. It will look like that to you here. And when you click on it, it says read the instructions. I'm available for questions, and if you want feedback, get it to me before April 17. I'll have a Dropbox due. The final project, however, is due on TaskStream. And there's the date on there. So it says click to open the folder to get started. This is actually the resources folder. You can go to the resources tab or just click right here and you will see the capstone folder. And in the capstone folder, you've got two things. You've got the instructions, and the instructions, let me just change which thing I'm sharing. I'm gonna share the capstone instructions file. Okay, here I'll slide to the top. Gives you a description and it tells you first choose a topic, second write a lit review that is 10 pages minimum. That's 10 pages of writing. That's not including the cover page. It's not including the, don't put extra spaces, use APA format, and APA format doesn't have any extra space between paragraphs and whatnot. Okay, enough about that. You know how to write a lit review. Do a good job. The next part is plan a project, and there are various ideas here and things that you might do, but it should be something that's really important to you and your work in your context at your school / district. So you could be writing a grant, you could be, and it's just a plan for writing a grant, plan for writing for a professional journal curriculum project. Right? So you're not implementing the plan. This is just thinking ahead at what to do in the future. And then you'll get the what, why, how. You're going to explain all that and get that ready, but it doesn't require its own paper. Just add a brief section onto the lit review. So you just need to thoroughly explain after the lit review what the topic is, why it was chosen, how it's going to be implemented, and then how it's going to be evaluated. Answer all these little questions, but we'll actually get to the rubric, which will help you understand a little better. And then do a PowerPoint presentation. Please note, there are specific instructions, and if you go over 6 minutes, then I will make you redo it because that's the limit, is 6 minutes. So don't overdo it. Okay, good job. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to open up the rubric for you. Again, you don't have to have all this memorized. You're actually going to be going through I'm having trouble with my, all right, well, here we go. Just need you to center it on my screen. Okay, so the rubric, here, just that a little. All right, the rubric, it's self-explanatory. I'm going to be using this rubric to assign a grade. And so do go through this before you start everything. Go through it before, in the middle, and at the end, so that you'll know exactly what I have to be thinking as I'm going through grading your project. Okay, that is also in that same folder with the instructions. So I'm going to let you go through the details of that. But something that you need to know is that I am going to, now going back to the lesson with the instructions. On this lesson, it says, if you want feedback on your project before I grade it, use the Dropbox that I have provided on this site before April 17. And I will not give rough draft feedback after that date. Now, I wanted to read that to you. Yeah, I know you can read, but two important things. You don't have to turn it in early, but it's a very good idea to make sure that you pass and you get your EDS. So that's why I created a Dropbox on this course site for you to submit what you have and get a little feedback. And if it's good enough the way it is, I'll tell you. And if there's something that I really think you should improve before the final version, then you better do that, and you'll have about a week to make revisions. It probably won't be big because you're going to be smart enough to ask questions along the way. Okay? All right. So I'm here to answer questions, to encourage, and to give you feedback at the proper time so that your final project will end up just right and get enough to finish your EDS degree. So how do you contact me? My phone is the most certain way to reach me. As a matter of fact, sometimes folks will email me something and say, hey, could you take a look at that? They'll send me a text and say, hey, I just sent you something and I'm kind of wanting to work on this. Can you take a look at it as soon as you can? And so that just prods me a little bit because I've got my regular Carson Newman email, I've got this course email, and I'm constantly in dissertation meetings. That's pretty much my other job. So I've got a lot of different sources flying at me, and the text will be the way to ensure a slightly faster response. And when you go to the course home, if you click on, oh, it should have my phone number. If it doesn't, then I'm going to change that. Okay, well, I will post my phone number on there to make sure, because I thought it was going to be sitting there. All right, well, I'll fix that. It'll be visible on the course homepage for you to text me, and just remember to always identify yourself. I get a lot of texts from a lot of people, so just start with, hey, this is so-and-so from the Capstone course, and I sent you an email. Could you take a look? And or you can text me and say, hey, is this a good time to talk, or when is a good time to talk? If you want to talk something through, I am a talker. I am totally good with talking to you on the phone about the project. I think that's more efficient than email in most cases. So text me and let me know what you need, and we will work on it, because that's what we do right here at Carson Newman. Go Eagles. All right. I look forward to seeing your project and look forward to hearing you in the process. Have a good day.